Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at Bigfoot Build 2, Finger of Poseidon, which is written, drawn, and created by Doug TeNapel. And this is the sequel, obviously, to Bigfoot Build 1, Shadow of the Mothman. And, right off the bat, what I take away from this book is a lot more colorful. The original, you had the great battle that took place at night between the Mothman and Bigfoot Bill and the Kraken and all that. And it took place at nighttime. And you see right off the bat, it's more colorful here. A lot of this takes place in the daylight. And even with the back cover here, you got all these more interesting looking characters. You got the unicorn. I think his name is Judgy, if I remember correctly. You got this guy. There's Poseidon and then the Jersey Devil. And this is where he started. Well, I think it was Earthworm Jim 1. He started doing the gold stuff. But just the quality, again, of the texture of the book, how big it is compared to a regular floppy or even a regular graphic novel. And it's just good. Like, it's easy for me to read with my poor vision. And, for $25, you get the nice bundle with all the trading cards and the stickers and all that good stuff. So, anytime Doug TeNapel does a campaign, you want to make sure you back it on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, or wherever he decides to go. So, it says up here, this book is dedicated to the lost ones. And yeah, this one came out in 2020. So this is a flashback from, it's a flashback for 750 BC. And here's this woman here with the Poseidon and a little boy, and it turns out that it's the son of Poseidon, and he curses him and he sends him away. And then it cuts here to 1890, I want to say, where all these people are called to talk about the sighting of the cryptics, and you have James Buchanan and the Indian rebel leader King George, Napoleon, Patrick Bell, all these people here talking about it, and it's just crazy stuff. But anyway, then it cuts to the present time of Bill here, snoozing, and he's got this little guy arrested on him, this little dinosaur guy, and you see the chupacabra coming in there with an axe ready to cut off the arm of the Bigfoot, because he can't remove it by force, so you got to chop his arm off. So he decides to do that, and the Kraken stops him and eats him. And he's like, "Where's he going?" And you had learned before, like, whenever he ate something, he pooped it out, right? And it sent him to, like, an alien world. And here it sends him to, this world where he meets the Chupacabra people, and he helps them up. And he says, I'm the Chupacabra. And he takes out his head, "Papa!" So he's his family. So that's a pretty cool ending. So then it cuts over here to Sharon, resting. And this other Bigfoot shows up. He says, "Awaken, my queen. Poseidon has escaped. He threatens the forest with the flood." Oh. And she's like, "What is that?" And so she calls Beckner and says, "We got to meet for coffee." "Oh, we're meeting for coffee already? All right, we got to cross off the list. I'm that much closer to getting married." So, all the cryptics are out causing havoc. There's some that are working for Poseidon. Other ones are just, doing what they do. This guy is the skunk ape. And then this person shows up. Sort of like Deathstroke, right? Sort of that's the vibe I get from him. But he shows up and he's working for the general here, General Skinner. And they're having breakfast. And he's just slopping, causing a mess. He gives some food to the Kraken. And then that little dinosaur is playing in his bowl of cereal. And just, the humor in these books is just so much fun. It puts a smile on your face. And if it doesn't, there's got to be something seriously wrong with you. I'm sorry. There's no joy in your life, I guess. But anyway. So, what happens is they got to go rescue Sharon, because we're getting ahead of ourselves here. They're, Sharon and Beckner are out for coffee, and she's like, "I saw a Bigfoot in the middle of the night," and he's like, "Oh, you're dreaming, lady. What are you talking about?" And his eyes keep drifting, and she's like, "Eyes up here." It's hilarious. So then, the mafia comes in. He's just drooling because, Agent Skinner showed up. And they take her and they actually erase her memory. And it turns out she's the fairy queen, Diana, from before. So she's not even Agent Sharon. So now Beckner's all pissed off, and they're going on their quest. They got to go find Agent Sharon. So the whole crew gets in the car here. You got the little dinosaur, you got the unicorn, and Bill and Beckner, and they're on their quest to find Sharon. He's got the GPS tracker in her, and just all the hijinks ensue. The unicorn almost stabbed him in the head, and the car breaks down. So Bill decides, let's use a motorcycle. So the Kraken connects to the motorcycle, and you get this great scene here where it's like, "Woo, yeah, flying away!" So then they use this incantation to get to Hades, and it's like the evil netherworld. And they're in Hades. They got to find out how to get back to Earth, and they meet all these cool characters. Meanwhile, the Poseidon is getting stronger anytime he gets closer to water. And forgive me if I'm not getting the whole thing in the video here, but the book is so big. My goodness, I can't. It's kind of weird to hold it and get a good angle here. But anyway, the Poseidon is getting stronger, and these guys are trying to get away from Hades. And eventually they do. They meet this guy, the Gulag. And, they have a battle with him. The Kraken fights him, and they're able to use the incantation again to get out. And they, make their way closer to Poseidon, to where he's talking to, she's not Agent Sharon anymore. She's the fairy Diana. And they fire a dehydration beam at him, and it sort of saps a little bit of his energy. So he was getting taller the more water he consumed. And so here's a funny scene too. So they're at the McDonald's or the Mudonald's, and they go in there, and a little girl sees a unicorn, and then sees her toy as a unicorn, and is all upset. So just going all over the place. She sees the unicorn. It's like, it's not real. So finally, they get the confrontation between Bigfoot Bill and between Poseidon. And actually, the unicorn betrays Bill and chops off the armband that had the finger on it and gives it to Poseidon. So he possesses the Kraken. And in the first book, the Kraken was reluctantly serving Bigfoot Bill because he's like, no, my rightful ruler is the Poseidon. But he was serving Bill because he had the finger. And now he's sort of like conflicted because he's like, no, I'm friends with Bill. What are you doing, man? Come on, man. I was friends with him. So they're having an epic battle at the end here. And he carried around this little dinosaur guy. So he throws him in the water. And the dinosaur guy turns into a bigger dinosaur to stall. And Bill actually is underwater. He meets this other Bigfoot. Turns out to be his father. And that's actually the one who was talking to Agent Sharon earlier. So then they fight the makeshift Deathstroke guy. And it turns out to be the son of Poseidon. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. So it ends with everybody, whoever's left here. Bill, Beckner, and Dinosaur, and then this guy, the shapeshifter, and they make their way. Meanwhile, the scientists recovered the finger of Poseidon, and they're doing tests on it. End. So a great book. Whenever Doug does these independent comic crowdfunders, you guys want to make sure you back them. They're $25 for the base tier, and otherwise, if you look on eBay, I'm sure they're a lot more now. But exceptional quality, terrific stories, a lot of laughs. Great creator, great guy. It's a shame what happened to his YouTube channel, but you really got to skirt around talking about political things because YouTube does go after you. But it was amazing seeing that channel of his when he shot up there, because I subscribed to him a few years ago when he's just doing like the drawing live streams, and I think he had maybe like 10, 20,000. But I don't know what happened. He started doing like these videos after the election, or maybe it was before the election. And his views just skyrocketed, which is amazing because all the guys who talk political topics are either stagnant or don't do anything. Like you guys know, I talk about sticks all the time, And he's been sitting at 483 for like 6 months now. And that's a lot of subscribers. That's almost 500,000 subscribers, but he doesn't move. And it's just funny because he gets the same views, and you see the same regular commenters and stuff. It's just weird how YouTube does that. But anyway, Doug Tenable's a great guy. His books are hilarious. They're so much fun. And let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.